Imagine learning your home suddenly lost more than a third of its value, all thanks to one word written on a piece of paper. It happened to dozens of homeowners last month. I-Team investigator Adam Walser finding out it's a response to that colossal sinkhole that was miles away from the affected homes.
You can see right here where it's starting to, raise up, and it's actually cracked.
Every new crack in Ashley Boland's house scares her.
All over here, it just sinks over to the house.
When she bought her home last year, she knew there had been a sinkhole, but she thought it had been fixed.
This is one of them that's actually hooked to the house.
The previous owner and investor had it underpinned. And you felt good about that?
And I felt great.
That was until last month when she and 83 other Hernando County homeowners got letters from the property appraiser saying he was changing their homes from being considered repaired to being unrepaired, reducing appraised value by 35%.
Here I am with a 30-year mortgage, and I'm paying, all of this money for a home that might not even be structurally stable.
The reason for that reclassification, that underpinning technique used in those homes was the same one used on this home that collapsed into a sinkhole in Land O'Lakes in July.
If you sold that a month before and sold it as a repaired sinkhole, and then the thing, the next month that what happened, they're going to blame all kinds of people.
The man that made the decision to change the classifications, Hernando County property appraiser John Emerson.
What's been the response from most of the people who got these letters?
I'm pretty upset.
Emerson keeps records on 4,000 sinkhole properties. Many weren't repaired according to engineers' original recommendations.
So there was like a conflict. This one says you need to grout. This one says we're going to do underpinning.
Grouting involves pumping concrete underground to seal holes in the bedrock, which keeps soil from being washed away.
This process continues until the pipes hit solid ground.
Underpinning, a much cheaper fix, fastens houses to bedrock with metal pins. So Emerson flagged homes in which subsoil conditions weren't addressed.
To retroactively go back and say something is unrepaired when it was repaired and the county accepted it, that seems a little crazy to me.
Steve Fingerman is president of E-Loan Mortgage, which financed and marketed Boland's home.
I think it was probably a knee-jerk reaction to what happened in Land O'Lakes.
Records show Fingerman and his business associates hired Mark Richter for more than 20 underpinning recommendations in Hernando County since 2013.
You have an engineer that's giving you an opinion that it's going to get stabilized for much less.
The state fined Richter last year for practicing architecture without a license. He was unavailable to talk to us. Meanwhile, Emerson is softening the policy change at the appraiser's office.
All the yellow ones in here are the ones we have already identified as pinned.
Instead of calling them unrepaired, he will call them pinned. Emerson says the market will decide if that affects home values.
It almost is like I feel like packing my bags up and just waiting for all of this to get figured out.
Boland has already hired a lawyer. They're still trying to figure out who they want held responsible.
But I don't have anywhere else to go. I'm a single mother. This is my home.
I'm I-Team investigator Adam Walser, taking action for you.